In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. A person at the age of 60 felt that this patch of the life is not as easy. This part of the life, this stage, and this patch of the life is not as easy, not as comfortable and as enjoyable as it should have been. Then he started thinking positively. He remembered the good patches of the life, that if at all I am unable to eat the proper food, the sort of food which I should have been eating, so at least there was a good amount of time when I was eating according to my own desire. My health allowed me, my pocket allowed me, the circumstances allowed me to eat and to keep eating that for a good period of time. So if at all I'm unable to eat the desired food, then it's no problem. I should remember all that and I should be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for it. That at least there were some stages, there was a good patch of the time, good patch of my life. There was a reasonably large patch of my life where I was enjoying, I was eating the kind of food I should have been eating, I wanted to eat, I was living the way I wanted to live. So this is how I think each one of us can do. I mean, every time, if at all we do feel that our my current circumstances are not as good, then the right thing is to think what was in the past and what were the good patches of my life there in the past, and I was able to live easily. I was able to enjoy my life in a far better manner. That is so I think this way we can balance it. This way we can keep ourselves in an empowering mental state. This way we can protect ourselves from any sort of tension, depression, from any sort of low feeling. We can protect ourselves from any sort of low feeling. One way or the other, we need to keep ourselves in the empowering mental state. One way or the other, we need to keep our morale high. Now, as far this thing is concerned, that your current patch of the life is not as good as you wanted it to be, then it's very nice to remember the good patches in the previous life. Keep thinking and be becoming grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and forgetting whatever you're facing today. It does not mean it does not mean that I should stop trying to live a better life. It should not mean that I should stop trying to improve my life and to eradicate the difficulties out of my life. Not at all, not at all, absolutely not. The truth is that I need to do it better. I need to focus upon improving my current circumstances and situation. I need to take the present difficulties in a solution minded manner. I need to take my present circumstances and situations in a solution minded manner. If I don't take it solution mindedly, if at all I don't focus and concentrate upon the solutions, and I do keep delving into the trouble, into the problem, into the bad feelings which I am having at the moment, what is going to happen then? What is going to happen then? We will not be able to enjoy our life at all. The life will become much more burdensome, much more troublesome, and it will keep us unhappy. And if we will remember, we will remain in a disempowering mental state for a longer period of time or maybe forever. So for that reason, always remember that you had a very good patches in your life as well on the one hand. On the other hand, take your current situation, current problems in a solution minded manner. Also, if at all there are certain disadvantages in the life today, if at all there are certain disadvantages in the life today, so there are certain other advantages as well. Some of the people might refuse instantly, promptly, while I think if at all anybody and everybody who is refusing to consider and to believe that there are certain advantages in my life as well, I do have a certain advantages as well. Not only the disadvantages, rather there are certain advantages with me in my life as well. And likewise, as for the other people are concerned, other people too, they do have certain disadvantages as well, along with certain advantages. There is no one else on earth. There is no one else on earth who do have the disadvantages only, but not the advantages, and vice versa. There is no one else here in this world who do have the advantages only and no disadvantages in their life. There is no one else like this one on the face of the earth. So we need to remember that on the one hand we need to remember that each and every human being who is living today, if at all there are certain advantages in their lives, those, and then there are certain disadvantages in their life as well. On the other hand, I mean, likewise, if at all I do have certain disadvantages in my life, does not mean that I am empty of the disadvantages. Absolutely wrong. I do have certain advantages in my life. I do have a reasonably good number of advantages in my life. The trouble is that due to negative thinking, we do concentrate upon the negative only. We do concentrate and focus upon the disadvantages only, and we fail to focus. We fail to identify. We fail to notice even. We fail to even identify the advantages in my life. Why does it happen? By the way, it does happen because of the negative thinking, because of the negative mindset. We need to make our mindset as a positive one, and then only we will be able we will be able to understand that if at all this patch of the life is not so easy. So in the past there were several patches of my life which were quite good as well. And on the other hand, I need to take my current difficulties solution mindedly. There is no harm in thinking about it, provided we are thinking upon it in a solution minded manner. Otherwise, if at all if this is not the case and we are delving into it, we are focusing and concentrating upon it and taking it merely as a disadvantage, I think it will be highly disempowering state of mind which is going to ruin my life and that of yours. Always believe that if at all there are certain disadvantages, then there are certain advantages as well. If I'm unable to identify, unable to notice, unable to list, then I need to know that there are definitely certain advantages in my life. I need to know that I'm a negative thinker. I need to switch over to the positivity, and as soon as I does switch over to the positivity, the things will start getting better. I shall be able to see the glass as half filled instead of watching it as a half empty. And we do need to start enlisting in our mind at least all the advantages I do have. Although it is not humanly possible to enlist and to identify and to enlist all the advantages I'm having, but at least we should start working upon it, because as soon as we do start working upon it and we do succeed in making a reasonably good number of items on this list, then please do think and do believe that you are doing great thing, that you are on the right path. Please start making a list of the advantages you are having, and this is how the glass will become half filled, and this is how we will put ourselves into a highly empowering state of mind, and this is how we will start enjoying again. Thank you. Jazakallah.